This is my beautiful sight this morning, waking up to the Christmas tree that Philip made. But I can't stay here admiring it because I have promised Daniel Preston that I'm going to go over to his chateau to help plant some plants this afternoon. And I think I need to dress up very, very warmly for that because I think it's going to be absolutely freezing. First, I'm going to make a quick jam roly-poly, which actually is his favourite dessert. Gerald, you're already at it. And Marie. Oh, what a sight you two are in the kitchen. Oh my goodness, that's a lot paler than I thought.
I think it's lovely.
I love it too, Gerald. I love it.
I'm just starting the second coat now.
Gerald, it's stunning.
You know when you want a job done?
You're the only person.
Well, little elf.
Little elf's the best elf.
Taxi driving, painting.
Cup of tea? I'm going to get that kettle on. We're getting started. I've just got butter and flour in here and I'm putting the seeds from a vanilla pod in now, just scraping them out. This is a very old-fashioned, classic English dessert, extremely reminiscent of school dinners. It's bewildering to me that this is Dan's favourite dessert, but it is. And it's a little bit like a French bûche de Noël or a Swiss roll. It looks just the same as a Swiss roll, but it's made with suet. Suet, glamorous substance, is the fat from around the kidneys of a cow. And the Brits cannot get enough of the fat around the kidneys of a cow. And they cut it into little pieces and put it into all of their desserts. And it makes it just unctuously, deliciously smooth and rich and buttery and wonderful. So that is going to go in just a sec. I think I've got all my little seeds in. There's very little butter in the mix, and that's because the fat's really coming from the suet. Now I'm going to add the milk, and it's like making scones. You just mix it in with a cutlery knife. And now I'm going to roll it out into a square.
I love a roly-poly, and one day I'm going to get round to making one. Oh, behave yourself, Stephanie.
Nearly there. I mean, that's a perfect square, isn't it? Anyone could look at that and say, what a perfect square.
That's the best square I've ever seen.
Thank you. Well, it may not be a perfect square, but I'm sure it'll do. And now I have to cover it in jam. It's supposed to be raspberry or plum jam, and I couldn't find any raspberry, so it's plum. But I know that Dan is going to be complaining vociferously about the fact that it's not raspberry jam because
What does that mean, Stephanie?
he's very, very grumpily.
That's a very big word.
Because he's a bit of a purist when it comes to jam roly-poly. Here we go, just trying to neatly roll it up. There we go. Now we have to lift it onto this thing that I prepared earlier. This is just a buttered baking sheet on some tin foil. We're going to wrap it up in there. There's my little parcel. I didn't wrap it tightly because it should puff up if I did this properly. So I'm going to pop it in the oven.
No, this is great camera work.
And if we're late for the gardening, Dan, it's because I was making you a roly-poly. I'd rather be doing that than gardening.
This is the end product.
Woohoo! Gerald is beautiful.
But I'm absolutely delighted, and I hope the viewers, I did it for yous.
Everyone was desperate to see it.
Paint the cupboard. So Stephanie, a Merry Christmas to you all.
Philip's been really annoying.
You've got to keep them. You don't make them feel bad about the wins that you get. If you make them feel bad about the win, then they're just going to dig their heels in next time.
So I
think, as opposed to what now?
No, yeah, of
Make me
course.
believe I chose this colour. Look at this lovely colour I chose. Isn't it beautiful? Didn't I do well? Didn't I? Yay, me. Yeah, no, Philip's not letting me get away with that. Philip chose this colour that I said would be hideous, and it's actually really pretty. So there we go. Eat my words.
I was thinking the same thing. Very nice.
It should be darker than that. Anyway, what do
Brings
you
out
think?
your eyes.
I am so ready for Dan's chateau.
Excellent
Look,
outfit.
little boots.
That's what it
and
is.
So many layers to put on top of this.
The entire world is
Look,
amazed.
look, my painting tracksuit bottoms, which I think I've used once, and then I put pretty dresses on instead to paint. And the Green Goblin
Are you
outfit.
going to be warm enough?
And I've taken your hat without permission.
That's fine. Are you going to be warm enough?
Yes! And I've got
quite
Davey's
nice,
company, which will soothe my soul and warm my heart.
Can I insist you bring a scarf?
No, you can't. I won't wear it, Philip. You know I won't wear it. And I've got the jam.
Can you make her wear a scarf? I'll try.
Bye all.
Bye-bye.
We've got the roly-poly to warm us.
Say hi to Dan from us.
Will do. Davey and I are rarely speechless, but wow. That's a proper tower.
It has the cherry on top now.
That's a cherry. I like that. You've got a tower.
You got leggings on.
I am wearing athleisure gear for you. Hello. My goodness, you have grown, haven't you? I brought you a squash jam roly-poly.
Oh, really?
It's not roly anymore, it's just poly.
Holy.
Yeah, it's squashed in the car.
It's a sweet thought.
It's gonna
It's warm.
be.
And you literally just
got
done-
it out of the oven. It's a sandwich. I made you a jam sandwich.
Why do you not like me?
Anyway, I brought the hot chocolate. More importantly, point us to your plants. Oh my goodness! So you've just got an entire walled with trees garden.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. So the beds come out in sort of semicircles or like swirls. And what's going to be planted in the beds?
All fruit.
Gooseberries, loganberries.
Oh,
Raspberries.
gooseberries. All I care about is the gooseberries and the raspberries, to be fair, yeah.
So the walls are fruit, the inside's fruit.
So you're going to do it? You're finally going to get a gardener?
Oh, go on.
Oh, don't even think about
Full
it.
circle now.
Something's gone very wrong with my life. Oh dear. Do you want to explain to Dan why we won't be having the flat poly? Well, at least it's been enjoyed by someone. Thank goodness it wasn't mince pies. There's no raisins in there. It's just plums. So I think that's okay for dogs. We could.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say no custard, aren't you?
I was. You're so right. I didn't make custard and I knew that you'd be like this about it. However, I can now no longer offer you the flat poly either because your dogs have eaten it.
Oh my God.
We left it in the bag.
No.
Yes, they've eaten it.
Old Poppy.
Actually, get the Green Goblin. It wasn't
going
this one.
from bad to
This
worse.
one's innocent. Yes. This one, however, is not.
The fat one. Suspicious, that, isn't it? Oh, well, we won't be having
Still
that.
hot chocolate. I can't believe I haven't seen any of the roof or the changes. We're going to start with hot chocolate and see if any of the roly-poly was untouched, but we don't think so. Well, you see, that bit clearly hasn't been touched, but this whole side here was attacked.
It's hard to tell what a dog's eating or what
You are so lucky that I make you roly-polies than an edible.
them two that you've made me.
This is worse than the last. Like, I honestly thought it couldn't be worse than last time.
It's like a gift and a punishment kind of at the same time.
I'll just keep going, don't worry. There'll be more roly-polies.
Yeah.
Dan, you've become very swanky. You got your own branded pencil.
Who would have thought Dan
No.
the gardener?
I don't. This makes no sense. Look,
Branded
not
pencil.
only electricity here, but that just rises up out of the workstation. Who are
So
you?
impressive to you, I think.
And look at your hair as well. It looks
Why is it
curated.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks expensive. Oh, whoa! Windows. I can't believe it. Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
the outside isn't coming in.
Not that one.
Dan, there's someone banging in your cellar. Have you got someone trapped down there? Okay. I thought they were trying to call for help.
It's my Christmas girlfriend. You could hear Buble playing and she was like, must be done now! Should we go see the mason? His pointing is so good.
Oh, God, I love a good bit of pointing. Oh, yes, please. Lead me to your mason. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you were right.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my pantry, the pointing that you did.
It's significantly better, I'd say. Yeah.
No, never. It's
Everything's
perfect.
just like so crisp.
Yeah,
Really, I've never seen
perfect.
it. It's good.
And now, carrying on round here,
He's doing the whole basement like this.
I am amazed. This whole area will at least be a good foundation.
Yeah,
for
and
the
it'd be
rest.
breathable and
Yeah.
it'd be clean.
Just ready for you to turn it into your spa. So, you got his phone number for me?
No, he's not. You would like him. He's too progressive. What does that mean?
It means he's too quick for Lalande. All right.
Me first, is it? Or you first?
Well, no, because I'll fall on you this way, which is much better. There you go.
With them dirty overalls, you just look so working class.
Thank
With
you.
the beanie as well.
I thought it would make you feel at home.
Yeah.
Up again, or? This is amazing. Is it still a death trap at the top?
Yep.
Okay. You feel as though you're on top of the world, that anything is possible. Well, on top of that, you realise that anything is possible if Dan achieves this.
There's only one ladder.
And that's the ladder. Okay, might stop filming whilst climbing a ladder. Oh, or maybe not. We're nearly at the top. Oh, Dan, I didn't know you'd done the whole room as well. I cannot believe the transformation. I don't know, I just had not managed to picture this space properly.
Last time you were here, and we just got this floor.
Yeah, the floor was in. We came up here.
Yeah.
But I had no idea it would look like this. It's beautiful. Daniel Preston's lair.
Lair.
Yeah.
I like that.
Can I go on the balcony without it being a death trap? This is superb. I love this so much. This is where you just keep an eye on everyone who's coming in.
Yeah.
And decide whether you're going to pretend that you're in or not. Good editing suite.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Do you just look up and think, I own everything as far as I can see?
touches.
I love it. Which one?
Up again.
Up again? You said there was one ladder. That was a lie. Alright, I'm coming up. Don't worry, Mummy, it's not as bad as it looks. I just had to walk across the plank to get to this slightly safer plank. Welcome, Davy.
Hey.
Be careful, you have further to fall than me. Wow.
Yeah.
You should be in the Guinness Book of Records. Surely no one has ever done this. 3 men rebuilding a chateau like this.
Ropes with no experience, no. It's so high, there's like a drop every single side. There's nothing, because we're the highest, there's nothing to hang off of. It was just...
Oh my
stunning view. You see mountains.
Oh yeah, cracking
Yeah,
view. Last view you see, but cracking. Davey, you know the fun we had putting together the lovely Playmobil mansion and the whole village? They've just done it on a bigger scale.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Just slightly bigger, yeah.
It's amazing. Are you going to have a clock tower or something up there? I feel like, no, this should just be the bell tower. You should have a massive bell in here that you can ring from the ground floor.
Yeah. We won't be doing that. We kind of want to utilise the window view, all these 4 windows.
Yeah, it seems silly not to have one room.
Maybe we'll
there.
bump one more level up. But we kind of liked the idea of this, like, maybe even getting rid of this floor.
And then have a really,
And
really
just have
high
the view
one.
up complete, you know,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
basically the stairs.
And you just have that light coming down.
Yeah, and it'd just be like...
I like the idea of mezzanine, actually. You can make it into a library, the whole thing, with a mezzanine. So you just got books going all the way down, light going down the middle.
It would be to have a winch at the top and a chair. And you sit on the chair and you just come up to the window height and just...
Spin.
Because the original one actually up there has got railings around it with a hatch that could get out on.
Yeah.
Also, you're actually going to get bored if you can't climb up on the roof anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you...
Nick's not, I don't think.
I could get bored of it pretty quick.
Every day he said, "You have some stupid ideas, Dan. I'm too old for this."
Yeah, I heard that a lot, yeah.
I'm not scared of heights, but this is sketch, Dan. And also because I always wear normal size shoes, and right now I'm in wellies, which I'm not used to. Okay, I feel better on the ladder.
You want me to go you or the phone?
You said it was
Embarrassing.
safer this time, Dan.
This is embarrassing.
This is the sketchiest bit so far.
Why is the ladder squeaky?
I don't know where my feet end and the shoes end. I'm not used to wearing normal shoes. You're responsible for keeping all bits of scrap metal up here.
Yeah, like an archivist, I suppose.
Oh, I see. It's a museum.
Museum piece, yeah.
I like that. This is a... Well, actually, that is actually quite impressive.
It is.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
is.
in about, the thing is, it's in about 6 different bits.
Yeah.
So, and it's complete. So now what we can do is you can take it all apart and get the profiles. That's different to this, is different to this, is different to this. And once we can deconstruct it, we can then make all the individual pieces again. Maybe out of copper, maybe out of zinc. And then it'll go a lot easier. And then that's the old...
Same for this one. That's a spire.
That's, we think, we're not sure if it was the lightning conductor, because there was 4 of them on the corners at the very top of the turret.
I think they were probably the decorative bits. We have things like that at Lalande.
Yeah.
And what on earth was this one, and why are you keeping
This-
that one?
Oh no, that's why I'm keeping that one. For the profile
Another
here.
profile.
Yeah. So what we can do is once you get it all apart, we'll take the measurements and sort of draw it out flat. And then we're going to machine down in the basement. I can bend a 2x4 sheet of zinc.
Yeah.
So we can bend it all up then and cut it and it'll come out.
And you could do it all yourselves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do very much like your hat, by the way. I like the stars. It feels very festive. I think I feel a bit happier going downstairs towards hot chocolate now. Still, I keep stopping every 5 minutes because of the views. It's colder than it looks here, so the secondary hood has had to be deployed. Brian just asked whether I was planning to plant raspberries or drop a rap song.
Ken's Red,
Where are we going with
Boreal Blizzard, Autumn Bliss, Golden Everest.
I like the names. The names make me happy.
Those aren't raspberries.
Obviously, Brian. What were you thinking?
I think the only raspberry is that one.
Brian and I have laid out what is a magnificent alleyway of raspberries. Valentina on this side, Malling Promise on the other. This is the fun bit. I'm not looking forward to the planting quite so much.
Dig a hole, stick it in, that's it.
Really? Is that it? Okay, is that the technical term?
That's one way to say it, yeah.
All right, good. Then we're good.
How deep does it have to be? Nobody knows. I don't know how deep it is.
Quite a lot of roots in there.
Yeah.
Wow. This is definitely harder than the bed that Dan did at mine. He was just faffing around with some plantless plants there. This is actually
He had it
plants. He didn't know how good he had it. Brian and I are literally the only people planting. We had a time-lapse set up that didn't work. And so there is now no proof that I planted, what,
Many.
50 bushes? It's going to look like I've done one. And that's what Dan's going to say too. Look at this. Okay, happy, Davey?
Yes. Use the fingers.
Davey came up to me earlier and he went, you don't use your fist, you use your fingers. He was standing there not having planted a single berry, may I point out. So Brian and I just have how many more to plant? Just a garden. Just
100 or 200 I think.
Poof and it's done.
You just need to eliminate any air pockets from the soil.
Yep, totally done. Did that really carefully. Yeah. I planted every single one of these berry bushes all the way along. I didn't do the hard bit. I didn't put the holes in. That's all Brian. But I planted all of them. Which leads me to ask the question, if a vlogger plants a bush and no one's filming it, did it really happen? We're also trying to work out what it is that we're planting.
Yes.
And I feel that quite often the replies we're getting are not helping.
Witty Perel.
My favourite was the Boreal Blizzard.
And then he said, what's a Boreal Blizzard? And he went, oh, it's a honeyberry.
What's a honeyberry? It's a Lonicera. At no point have we been told what a Boreal Blizzard is. Do you see what he does? He just keeps answering with things that still don't mean anything. And then when I finally said, how does it taste? Davey said, I don't know.
I've never eaten one.
If anyone knows what a honeyberry tastes like, I would very much like to know.
I know it's about as big as a grape.
There's another one for you.
Oh, that's...
Triple Crown.
Oh, good. Excellent. Let's get several of those then.
Blackberry.
You know very well what a blackberry tastes like.
I do.
It's less letters to write blackberry.
Now, I'm sure you'll remember, in the olden days, it was Daniel and I digging side by side, putting those plants into the ground. But of course now, he's too terribly important as a chatelaine to actually get his hands dirty in the soil. So he did faff around with this little motor for a while and seemed to be quite pleased with that. But I think he felt this just wasn't giving the full chatelaine vibes quite enough. So he decided to upgrade. Behold Dan's latest piece of kit that's just been delivered and which he's pushing because he forgot to buy any petrol for it. You don't have any petrol, Dan?
No, this is how you drive it.
Oh, it's that old?
Yeah. No, you drive it like this. It's an old car, so you just if you go forward, you go at the back.
That's possibly the most beautiful car I've ever seen. Oh no.
Have you got brakes? That's all.
Now was the time you ask about the brakes. Now.
It does really good miles to the gallon.
It's very economical. No, he's right. It's practically saving him money. But the fact that it doesn't need petrol and you don't have petrol means that you can still take me for a spin today.
Yeah. You'll just be on the back.
It's shimmering like a pearl. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I mean, it's going to be really useful for trips to Brico. Is this part of your garden plan? Is it to sit in the middle of the fruit bushes and just look pretty? Because it doesn't go anywhere.
I definitely wouldn't have chosen that.
What? Are you mad, Davey? Anyone on the planet would choose that.
No, not me. Something a little bit more practical. And easier to park.
Come on, get a trailer on that. It's perfect. It's a workhorse.
Come on, white seats with kids.
Oh, the men are all peering into the engine. I think I'll go and look at the seats. I'm more excited about this end of the car. Oh, look at the dashboard. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh no, this has hurt me deeply. This is, I mean, it's going to take a lot of dinner services to make up for this.
You know, you can't make up for it for plates.
Riley. I didn't even know about Riley's. It's just made for a picnic basket, isn't it? A couple of bottles of champagne.
You move your car so he can get out.
Yes, I can move my car.
Yeah, actually mine does also move.
Yeah. Is it an electric car? No.
At the moment,
It's a manual.
it's man-powered.
Aren't you going to run out and get some petrol?
I'm tempted to, but it has no license plate also, so...
Oh, that's
It
interesting.
just seems to be quite a lot of problems and very few solutions. Well, we're calling it for the day. Brian and I have got our bit planted, and I think all of the other swathes will be done tomorrow. Such a pity I won't be here for that. He couldn't wait. He went out to get some petrol. What do you reckon? Is it going to start?
Bloody better, dear.
Is it so posh even the petrol has to be pink?
It's got to be leaded, like the good old days.
So is that just liquid lead you're pouring in?
It's the new additive, so it's not horrible like lead.
No, it's very healthy. I just found my mother's pristine, unworn wellies in the back of the car. Well, it doesn't get much more pristine than that. And I found a clean cardigan, so we're good to go.
Who knows if it's going to start?
I'm going to shut the door.
Fuel pump working.
Look, it comes towards you at the
Take a while
front.
to find that.
I mean, cream quilted leather. Goes actually really well with Mummy's wellies. What are we waiting for?
The fuel pump to stop ticking.
God, it reminds me of my old 1963 Morris Minor. Is this more for looking at than driving? Or is it for sitting in?
No, I bought it very much for the driving, but...
Do you think there's a reason they brought it without petrol in?
I'll tickle the car with it.
Oh, tickling. I think that always does it.
Pump sticking slightly.
It's really reminding me of the Flintstones, your leg movements right now.
There's red fuel in it, yeah?
I want to press this knob really badly. Oh. Oh! Oh! It's actually surprising that works. It doesn't drive, but whoa, that is actually very cool.
Not throwing fuel in, sure as I can tell.
The engine's not working, but the ashtrays are. Right, that's good to go to start smoking. It's actually a very Lalande car, isn't it?
It is
It's pretty
very, yeah.
magnificent, doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Would you like me to put it on our tennis
That's
court?
not the Lalande way, is it? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like we should read the instructions on this one.
it's a pity it didn't
It
come
really
with
shouldn't be that.
No,
I don't think
Look,
there's a
there's a
trick to
little
it. It's just
frill.
pull the choke out, start it.
Yeah,
on the mirror. As we can't go anywhere, we're just having fun in the car. Feels like the whole back pulls forward.
It does. I feel like that's not. It's not a feature.
Oh, it's a cracking car. It doesn't need to go anywhere. It's too beautiful to have to be useful.
Yeah.
You could just sit in it, have your
Yeah.
coffee, have a bit of hot chocolate.
So smoke.
You're going to start smoking just for this. Oh, hang on. I know what I want to have a go with. Oh, this has been a long time since I did that. Let's see if I've got the strength to put it back up again. Oh, nearly not, actually. That's it's quite a workout. More so than planting, I'm going to be honest. Oh, my goodness. Right, that's staying closed.
Cozy in the back, innit?
Does feel right. I'm going to get there because actually that would feel better because right now I feel like your gardener and I'd rather feel like you were my chauffeur. Suddenly, everything is right with the world
Yes.
again. I've got my arm on the armrest. I've got my chauffeur in the front.
Who's it, Mrs.
Lights are on.
Penelope?
Lady Penelope.
Lady Penelope, yeah. This is the
nice
old
spot.
version of power steering. Make the steering wheel bigger, therefore you have more leverage. I always think it, wouldn't they?
It's amazing. It's like Christmas Day when you don't have any batteries and you're still going to play with
You
it.
still just play it, yeah.
I'm actually going to have to get back to Lalande now, unfortunately. Hey, I planted all your dingonberries.
My dingleberries. Have you?
That is not what I said. I have planted honeyberries, jostberries, and loganberries.
In summer, I'll be sick of them.
Not this summer, apparently, according to Davey. Maybe next summer.
He has to just do it, doesn't he? Just as you get excited, he has to just like, ugh.
It's like the trees with the temporary stand in the courtyard at Lalande. When he went, it's temporary. You can take all of those posts out. And when I was like, oh, when can we take the posts out? He went, 15 years. All right.
Oh, Davey.
Here we go. Are you just staying in there? Just leave you
I'm
there,
disappointed. I won't say I'm not. Don't film me putting my trousers
No,
back
can
on
I just-
after we come
I would-
scrambling out of a car.
I would-
Don't!
Sorry, I'm just trying to get a close-up of the long johns. Very sexy, Daniel. Bye, Nick. You know, if you ever get bored of him, you just come back to Lalande.
Escape route.
Yeah.
And it's closer.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.
What will it be next time?
Who knows? Wait and see.
I have walked into a very festive evening because Marie has cooked the most wonderful, like, mini Christmas dinner. We're using the beautiful new tablecloth from Vivian. Look how good it looks with the gorgeous cupboard that Jerry painted. It is meant to be. You even did the chipolatas wrapped in bacon. Like, that is what it's all about. That's the best bit. We've got Brussels sprouts with bacon, cranberry sauce, roast potatoes, and, well, you're happy, Philip,
And my
parsnips. And you've got turkey.
No, I've got rabbits.
Seriously? Marie, you can't imagine what it's like to come back to this after an afternoon of working in the freezing cold.